Rick Schutt. You're watching WSBT-22 News at 11.
Well, the investigation into Benton Harbor's suspended school superintendent has been going on for months, and nearly $200,000 taxpayer dollars have been spent so far. Now, a 2-month WSBT-22 News investigation has uncovered exclusive new information into this case. Leonard Seawood was suspended with pay in May, but the school board has never said why. Documents that we obtained through a Freedom of Information Act request show that the district began reviewing policies on staff ethics, discipline, and funds back in April. The district also hired a private investigator who specializes in complex fraud investigations. It's important to note that Seawood has not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing, and no charges have been filed against him. But the district has been charged more than $192,000 for the investigator, attorneys, and the salaries for Seawood and his replacement. After our investigation aired at 6 o'clock tonight, WSBT-22's Zach Crenshaw sat down with the Benton Harbor School Board president. And Zach, you asked her about what we found.
We talked for more than 20 minutes, and after months of saying very little about this investigation, Sharon James was remarkably candid.
If we weren't being accountable, then you and I wouldn't have this conversation, because we'd still be rubber stamping ideas. We don't do that.
James says since January, the new school board has been about accountability.
When we began to review a lot of our records and looking into some of our history, we saw some areas of concern. The board had discussion about those concerns, and the board deemed it necessary to vote to place Dr. Seawood on a paid non-disciplinary leave.
According to James, the board hired its own investigators who began a thorough look into Seawood.
Beyond gathering information, they had to have interviews with current employees, past employees, vendors, different people. We also had audits during those times where information would come out of audits, and then that would again spur a new investigation.
It hasn't been cheap, but James says it had to be done.
We knew going in that we were going to have to pay for what we wanted, and we deemed it worthy and necessary, and we don't regret it.
While James says she can't share details of the investigation, she told me one of their concerns was Seawood's claim that the district wasn't in debt.
Are we in the black? Okay, we're not in the black. Why are we not? Why did you say we were? What happened with the money that we were supposed to be in the black in?
James says those questions led to many more.
We never knew a lot of these things that we now know about. We never knew that these were things that were going on. These were not our intentions. We did not seek to hurt or harm Dr. Seawood. We only wanted to find out where was our dollars being spent.
While the investigation's been long and expensive, James says the end result will be the best school district for students.
That best begins with your CEO. And when we saw that there were reasons for the board to have pause and concern, then we had to do what we had to do.
For the school board, this will all be over Saturday. James says Seawood has a hearing in front of the school board, and after that, he will either continue to be superintendent or they'll vote to fire him.
And Zach, I know we spoke with Michigan State Police today. They're investigating as well.
And that investigation could go on for a few more months. They're looking into whether any criminal charges are warranted after getting the school board's investigation that they did. That decision, though, is ultimately up to the Berrien County prosecutor. And again, at this point, Seawood has not been accused of any criminal wrongdoing.
A lot of new information today, that's for sure. Zach, Absolutely. Thank you.